Alright, hello everyone, this is Mr. Crojan. This is day 2 of notes for lesson 2.3, solving trig equations. These are the ones we did in class. If you were absent, it'll be a good video to watch, and if you're studying for your quiz, it'll be a good review. Alright, so here we go. We got to solve this equation, and our goal is to isolate cosine so we can use the unit circle. Well, I can swing that over there and subtract that over there. And if I add here and subtract here, this will be 2 cosine x is equal to a positive root 3. Divide both sides by 2, and I have cosine of x is equal to root 3. Now I need to do some thinking with the unit circle. What triangles have a cosine of root 3 over 2? Well, that would be the longer side. It would be this long, skinny triangle, and that's our 30, 60, 90 triangle. Well, there's another one. It could be down here. So we have those two angles. This one's 30 degrees. This one's 330. If we write it as radians, x is equal to pi over 6, and x is equal to 11 pi over 6. Now the thing is, this is a solution on the interval 0 to 2 pi. From 0 to 2 pi, these are the solutions. Well, we want all the solutions, so we're going to add on groups of 2 pi, and n stands for an integer. So the solutions are at this angle here, pi over 6, or as many loops around there as you want to go, and you'll always land right there. 2 solutions to this equation. Let's do number 3. Let's subtract that over there, and we have 3 tangent of x over 2 is negative 1. Divide by 3. That would be a negative 3. Divide by 3 would be a negative 1. So where is tangent negative 1? We're going to ignore this for right now. Well, on this interval, there's 2 places of a negative 1 tangent, out here and down there. We have those 2 places, and what are those angles? 3 pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4. And those are the 2 locations. However, 2 things. Number 1, we did not solve for x. We solved for x over 2. And if we want to go through the whole, if we want to cover all of the angles, we're going to add on this to this. Well, now we got to solve for x. How do we get rid of divide by 2? Well, we multiply everything by 2. And that'll make that 6/4, which reduces to 3/2 plus 4 pi over n. And multiply everything by 2 here. That'll be 14 over 2. That's 7 pi over 2 plus 4 pi over, or 4 pi n. Now those are correct answers, but there's a way to simplify this, and we'll talk about a way to simplify that later on in the week. But right now, those are 2 good answers. One is tangent negative 1 right here, and every time you go around there, or right here, and every time you go around there. Number 2, well, let's isolate cosecant, and that would be cosecant of x is equal to 2. Not real good with cosecant functions, so I'm going to change it to a sine function, and a sine is a reciprocal, so sine of x is 1/2. Now this is isolated. Well, you're going to do a lot of little triangles like this. Where is sine 1/2? Well, sine is this height, so that's that triangle, and that triangle, and that's a 30-degree angle, and that's a 150-degree angle. So x is equal to pi over 6. X is equal to 5 pi over 6. Those are the solutions on the whole unit circle. And if I want to extend it to the general solution, meaning every solution in the world, it is these 2 angles plus trips around the circle. All right, last problem, number 4 here. We have a lot going on here, and one of our best strategies is to always get all of the trig functions on one side. So let me subtract this over here. I have cotangent of x, sine squared of x, minus 4 cotangent of x is equal to 0. Well, I can't use the 0 product property here yet because this is a subtraction, but I could factor out the cotangent. And if I factor out the cotangent, now I have the an equation that I can use a zero product property. A times B is equal to 0. So I could set this one, which would be cotangent of x is 0, and this one, which says sine squared of x minus 4 is 0. Solve this one. Where is cotangent 0? Well, cotangent is the cosine over the sine. And if you do that, there's two locations on the unit circle where that happens. One is straight up, because the point is 0, 1, and if I divide cosine divided by sine, I get 0. The other one is 0, negative 1 down here. So I have those two locations. So my solutions are x is equal to pi over 2, x is 3 pi over 2, and we can go around the unit circle. Go around the unit circle there. There's an easier way to write this that we'll talk more about next week, but for now, those are two good solutions. And if we solve this one, if we swing the 4 over there, we have sine squared of x is equal to 4. Take the square root of both sides, plus or minus 2. When do you sine a number and you get a 2? Well, sine never goes past negative 1 and 1. If you look at the unit circle, it only stays between negative 1 and 1. There is no solutions over here. So we had two branches here. The A branch led us to these two answers. The B branch led us to no solutions. All right, I hope this helps. You want to review these before the quiz.